Hey, Kristen. I'm just going and randomly my a transmission code came on. So I already pray and I'm hoping that it's something minor that can be fixed. And not that my transmission is going out. Um, but I don't like to call people and tell them my problems. I don't like to call people and talk to them about stuff going on with me. Kristen, can you hear me? I see you on, but I can't. I got these headphones and they don't have a mic on them, so the sound actually goes through the receiver instead of going through my headphones. So I didn't want to be talking and it's not taking in what I'm saying. So as I was saying, I'm basically had to get a few things fixed on my car. I'm just hoping that it's nothing major because I just had to release some stuff. Always so quick to say what they always so quick to say what I'm capable of or what I should be doing or where I should be in my life right now. Like I don't want to say anybody's names, but I know my potential. I know where I could be right now. I know what I can do. But a lot of things happen in my life. And not saying my past years ago. I'm saying like a lot of things happened within this year, a few months ago. And as I was saying, people are just so easy to look on the outside and just judge off of what they know you as being capable of and things like that, and not really knowing what's going on mentally. Because in today's world, we don't really talk to each other about mental things that we're dealing with or problems that we have. Hey, Tiffany, hey, getting everything together for that. And because that was a plan that I had. And so now I'm off work because of the physical stuff with the auto accident that I got in like a little shy of 2 years ago. And I didn't think that my injuries were bad. And it wasn't until like after maybe a year and a half that things start setting in to where I realized that the injuries were bad. It's just pretty much like randomly I get like these muscle spasms and like mostly the right side of like my back and stuff, where I could just be walking out the house one day, getting in the car, and then there'll just be a pull and I'll just be like that whole right side of my body, I can't even function too much. A lot of pain in my neck and stuff, so I have to go back in the house or whatever and sit down. And I have those randomly, and it's scary because I don't want to be at work or anything like that, and that happens to me. Standing too long, walking too long, all that stuff like causes pain here and there or whatever. So, and I've been praying about it. I've been asking people to pray for me about it and everything, and I ask people to continue to do that to get this off of me, to get this released, and I can be back to health as I was. So that's the physical parts about things. The mental part, as everyone knows, as far as what I've been dealing with, just the surface of things that I have shared with people, as far as identifying as transgender, as being comfortable to live my life as a woman. Not to say that I'm trying to be a woman. That's not what I'm trying to do. I just this is what I do because I'm comfortable. I feel more myself. I feel like this is for me. Um, I didn't really share that with a lot of people. That was something that was really impersonal that I kept to myself. I shared with some people. Um, and then, when I finally did share that, I'm um I'm in like Atlanta in Georgia. Um, I'm at a mutual friend of my older sister. I'm here staying at her house while I get everything together as far as moving and stuff like that down here with Richie. So as I was saying, like I didn't share that with a lot of people. And like harbor and stuff like that, it does take a mental toll on you, and it did cause like a lot of depression related to that. And I also was like already dealing with like depression related to just things that I was just trying to deal with from what I chose to do with my life at this time, and like things that I just dealt with, you know what I'm saying? Like um, not really having a support system. I've always been one to carry my own weight, to carry my own problems, to deal with things on my own. And I always have and always will, seek God for everything, for strength and, just for things to work out. I always seek Him for that stuff. But it's just, just very difficult when you don't have physical people in your life, um, as family, as friends, to really genuinely support you, to really genuinely be there for you, um, to just be a part of your life. So it's just things that happen that are like triggers that just make you think about like, the people that they do. Um, but it's just like little triggers, something that happened to where you like, you don't have nobody to call about whatever it may be. You know what I'm saying? You should be able to call your parents. You know what I'm saying? You should be able to call your mom and your dad. My father's deceased, but you should be able to call and say, hey, can I get a loan? I got this going on, or I got this problem going on. You should be able to call them for those reasons. Um, but in my situation, that's not something that I've done, period. Being an adult that I am, I've never done that, because I just never had that relationship with any of my family to that extent, to call them, to share with them whatever was going on with me or whatever the case was. Um, and that was one of the things that affected me as far as being depressed. You know what I'm saying? Uh, Let me add Tiffany because she wanted to talk to me about something. Let's see if I can add her. Hey, Tiffany.
Hey, boo. What I tell you? Don't let nobody get you discouraged, bitch. I like that blind hoe. You got to get me together.
Thank you. No, it ain't nobody getting me discouraged. It's just,
Bitch, I see you living up in the ATL.
you was so silly. Yeah, it's nice
You know,
here. I'm
bitch, you couldn't.
enjoying.
Is it fun? Is it fun down there?
Yeah, it's fun down here. It's really nice down here. I like it down here.
Yeah, bitch, because I see you living up down there, baby.
You so silly. It's nice. The weather's nice. The
Where
skies.
my baby Richard at?
He at the house. He was he was watching some videos on his phone.
Oh, so y'all found the place?
No, he has to have a job first. So he was working with the employment agency Randstad, and But they was causing some bull. I went up cause they know around side the staffing company know that I pick him up from work and stuff like that. So they gave him an assignment on Monday. But I guess the person who was there that was supposed to be there to train him wasn't gonna come back until Wednesday. So the woman from the staffing company told me to go and get him from the site he was working at. So I'm like, okay, that's fine, I'll do that. Just to go, he was eating lunch. I bought lunch for all the employees. So I came in. We were just talking, conversating. We leave because they said he can leave because the person needs to train him is not there. We left, and then they the employment agency called him back and said, "Hey, the supervisor there at the site said that you had some type of confrontation with me." She was like, "You had a She's saying you had a confrontation, huh?"
But why would they say that?
I don't know. She was like, she observed that there was some type of confrontation, some type of argument going on between you and the
But
person.
I would have called. But see, if I was you, I would have called the supervisor. People kill me trying to dog people and do people any kind of way. Everybody got a boss over them. It's somebody. If it's corporate, somebody got a boss over them. If that person boss act like an ass like they act, it's another person over them. Trust me.
Yeah, so his the actually the staffing company is the one that called him and said, "We're not gonna have you go to that site anymore." The supervisor called and said that she's not comfortable with you coming there because she observed that there was some type of argument or altercation. So we're not gonna have you go there anymore. And she was like, "So if we find another assignment for you to go to, we're gonna call you back and give you another assignment."
Bitch, you look good though. When you coming
You
down here to
so
see me?
ignorant. Thank you. Um,
When you come?
we trying to we trying to get everything situated and get him a place. And I just put my car up in the shop and had them check on it because I needed this sensor fixed. And I'm hoping that was the reason why my car was kind of how it was. Needed a sensor. They're gonna have to call me tomorrow because they did not call me before 6 o'clock. I know it's about 6 o'clock by now, ain't it?
It's down here.
Yeah.
What time is
Oh
it?
y'all. Oh y'all
It's
is a
five
different
twelve
time
here.
zone. Well, so it's 6:12 here.
So where you at?
Yeah.
You at home or in Atlanta? Move.
I'm in Atlanta.
Huh?
I'm in Atlanta. I've been here for about I've been in Atlanta for 4 days or so. But it's not nobody that's bothering me or nothing like that. I was just saying like, what I'm saying, I know my family, they having like a hard time accepting it. Therefore they are not really supportive. You know what I'm saying? So it's just me saying that like I don't have like a support system. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying that's what I was saying. But ain't nobody bothering me. I'm not like in the midst of nothing like that. But I know my video. It looks like your video kind of freezing a little bit. Probably trying to come back in. But no, I just was getting on here because I just wanted to just release some things off of my mind, and I did not want to call anybody specifically to talk to them about what I was thinking or wanted to release. I just wanted to put it on a platform and release it. You know what I'm saying? And leave it there. That's all I was doing. I'm trying to see if I can get your video back on here because let me see if I can add you again. It's so hot outside. No, I don't even know if my video's still playing. I know my phone was on 20% when I first left the house, so I'm on my way back to plug it back in. But no, I mean, I accept everything for what it is. I accept whatever little, whatever gradual, whatever people can offer. You know what I'm saying? When they are supportive or they're in your life, whatever part they play in your life, you know what I'm saying? I appreciate it or whatever the case is. Um, but I know that I'm the one that has to bring that whole, I say, whatever he bring his part, I bring my part, and then the remainder is from any outside person or people or whatever the case is. So I say mine's like 40, 40%. His is like 50, and from everywhere else is maybe 10% collectively of other people. Let me see. Okay, let me see. I gotta. Yep, I'm at College Park, Auntie. Yeah, Christian, we came back because we trying to find a place. I can't even see my face in here. Yeah, we came back because we had to move here. We had to find a place. So, but Richie been they did him wrong about his job that he had. I don't know if you just heard me talking about it, but they came up with like an accusation about saying that he was arguing with me when I went to pick him up from his site. When they let him leave early, and I went up there to pick him up. They called the employment agency called me and told me to pick him up, and he was eating lunch, so I came in, let him finish eat lunch, and we were talking for a minute, very quietly, whispering basically, so you couldn't even hear. But I guess since the supervisor who was there, she was just all in my mouth because she was seeing this beauty, you know. She was just all in my mouth and just like watching my mannerisms and watching, you know what I'm saying, maybe the way I was moving my head or neck or whatever the case was. And she made an assumption that me and him were in an altercation, that we were arguing, that we were having some type of disagreement, which was not happening. Me and him were having a conversation about um, him trying to offer me food while I was at his site with him, and I was telling him I already ate. Oh no, I don't want to. I'm good. I'm just waiting on you to finish eating, and then we can leave. But she was making it. I don't know. The employment agency called back. Hey, Lorenzo. The employment agency called him back and said um, they're uncomfortable with him working at the site because it looked like he was in an altercation. He was in an argument with me. So therefore, they don't want him to come back. So now, I don't even know if the staffing agency is going to even call him back to give him another job open. But we have been pursuing, looking for somewhere else for him because evidently that's not going to work. So we just going to be looking for stuff. But we haven't been able to continue looking because I had to put I stopped driving my car the day before yesterday. So I haven't been driving my car for 2 days up until today because I had to put it in the shop. And I think it was related to a sensor or something that needed to be fixed on it because it was giving some problems. Hello, everybody. Yeah, so I'm just praying to Lord and ask everybody else to help me pray about that. That it's just something very minor, something very cost uh, effective that I can just pay for and get fixed and be back on the road. But I had just came on here earlier because I was over everything. Like I've been enduring throughout this whole process of us coming down here and trying to find places. And just for everybody to know, if you have Section 8 and you're trying to move to the city of, if you're trying to move to Georgia, do not port your Section 8 voucher to the city of Atlanta. Make sure that you have chose a county, Clayton County, um, Gwinnett County, Cobb County. Make sure that you pick a county because down here, Atlanta is a city of its own. They have their own housing authority. All the other counties have their own housing authorities. So make sure you choose a county to have your stuff ported to because the city of Atlanta, most of the complexes, I know as far as apartments and stuff, they used to accept Section 8. They're no longer accepting Section 8. A lot of places are discontinuing accepting Section 8 with their apartments here in Atlanta. Um, we've been looking everywhere. Even the Atlanta government website that showed about 20 places that accepted Section 8, some of them never did, and many of them discontinued accepting it. So make sure that you do not try to port your Section 8 to the city of Atlanta because you will not find anything. We've been out here looking. We don't we didn't really have enough time to try to send it over to another county, so we just left it as it is, and we're gonna just keep praying and hope that we're able to find some community that will accept it so that we can move because it's been so hard looking for places, very exhausting. But I don't know how much battery life my phone has. But let me tell y'all, it is so hot outside. I'm about to go back in.